Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites. How we doing today? Hopefully we are doing well. You can hear me. So we are going to basically jump right into it. So everybody for the last couple of weeks have been privy to the very public fallout between Dr. Umar and his daughter. Now, she hit the airwaves claiming that, she was just trying to get in touch with him in order to get in touch with her other sister, whom she does not know, in order to build a relationship with her sister. That quickly devolved into calling him out for being a deadbeat and all of these other things. So Dr. Umar, being Dr. Umar, could not allow that to be that. He could not allow that to go public without him trying to do damage control about it. And it further devolved into them going back and forth on social media. She had so many different claims about who he is and who he wasn't, and all of these sorts of things, which we obviously know she would have gotten from her mom. And that's actually the angle that I want to eventually come at this, is the brainwashing that we see. Because let me be very, very clear. A couple of things are true all at the same time. Please understand that Dr. Umar does not get a whole bunch of empathy and sympathy from me. Umar is the type of dude that makes his bed and then he does not like to lay in it. He got with a couple of hyenas, like most hoteps do. He gassed them, because he gassed the whole public for about 15 years about a school that never came to be. This man has scammed thousands of people for many years, out of many, some estimate into the million mark of money for FDMG, a school that never actually materialized. It is still to this day, March 21st, year of 2025, not up and running as a full-blown school with a curriculum, staff, and students. So how you do anything is how you do everything. Now, is his baby mama's hyenas? Yep. And you can tell that by the behavior of this girl. Because I feel like, just from seeing what I'm seeing, this girl act just like a mama. And every story that her mother has ever told her about Umar is in her head. She has no idea what actually went down between Umar and her mom, because she would have been too little to understand any dynamics or anything like that. Okay. Now, so I'm just letting you know, I'm gonna keep this up. I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all. This is not a whole lot of empathy for him. Oh, Dr. Umar, oh, he's going through it. Nope. He set this stuff up, and now it's come full circle. The chickens have come home to roost, because he don't have no problem getting online blasting people. He don't have no problem with that. But that's not even the crux of the issue. My issue with him is he runs his life like he run his life. He run his life privately, pretty much similarly as the way he runs it publicly. He gets somewhere, he talk a real good game. He got a real mean mouthpiece on him. You got to have a mean mouthpiece when you gaming people for years. Talking about hit the cash out and pull up your PayPal. And you have not produced the thing that people were supposedly paying for. And then you get mad when people stop participating and when they stop supporting. Because at some point, this is a lie, right? If I told y'all that I was going to write the book I wrote and I kept taking pre-order money, how long was y'all going to send me that money without me producing a book? You certainly would have sent me no money for 15 years. I can guarantee you that. It also blows a hole in the whole thing that he says to other Black men. See, I don't compartmentalize this stuff because things that speak to your character are things that speak to your character. Now, he has a track record of when he speaks to Black men, he tells them that the reason why women are wayward the way that they are, the reason why Black women are masculine, the reason why they basically hyenas is because the men are not good enough. He told the brothers of the Daily Wrap-Up crew, I remember it very well, when they brought up how women like to go and get these hyena males, these pookies, these et cetera, he said that the women could not be blamed because there should not be pookies and ray-rays for them to choose from. Do we remember this? So, by that logic, his baby mama's acting out like that and his daughter acting out like this disrespectfully, his fault. His fault. According to his logic that has come out of his mouth repeatedly, the reason why these women act a fool, his two baby mamas I'm talking about specifically, his two baby mamas he claimed acts a fool and keeps his kids away, which they probably do. These is hyenas we talking about. They probably, I bet you they do. I bet you they keep kept them girls away from him. I'm sure that they did. This is why I said two things true at the same time, right? Because the shenanigans that the baby mamas is up to is separate from the shenanigans he up to. But they both up to shenanigans. Please, it's a lot of buffoonery to go around. Okay? It's a lot to go around. It's a lot of foolishness to be had on all sides. A clown impregnated two clowns and they gave birth to a clown. It's a circus. It's a circus. We got the two older clowns and then we got a baby clown. Cause she online wilding. I got the videos because she online wilding. She wilding. And I waited to give my take on this. I didn't jump on it because I wanted to see how it was going to be played out and how they was going to do it. And it happened pretty much how I thought. It's some truth and lies on both sides of this. Because a lot of the things that she was saying about him, I don't believe them. I believe that those are her mother's stories. I believe that those are her mother's stories that are now in her head. And she regurgitate. And you'll see it in a minute. Exactly. Exactly, y'all.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
So it doesn't surprise me that his personal life is messy and that he's the orchestrator of the mess. And he enlisted 2 hyenas to be just as chaotic and foolish as he has been. And they have given birth to at least one clown. I don't know the other girl. I don't know nothing about her. But this one is online acting a fool. So we're going to give you a little bit of snippet of how all of this stuff went down. This is her. This is what you're going to hear here. You can decipher it or what have you. But when I hear this stuff, I hear a girl that has been getting filled with her mother's version of this.
Of course you do. Because he put his fucking hands on her. What's wrong with him? He should be in fucking jail. Like, really, he should be in jail. Like, I'm not even joking with y'all right now. It's a lot about him that y'all don't know. He's a crazy, sick man.
Now, there's a lot about him that we don't know. Yet, supposedly, he was not around you. So what do you know? If he wasn't around you and he wasn't around us, you claim he didn't raise you. We didn't live with him. So if we don't know what was going on, why would you know what was going on?
How long was they together? I don't know. They met in college. I don't know how long they was together, but he was with his other child. He was with her mom for 5 years. That's what she told me over the phone. But I don't know how long him and my mom was together. So he's a woman abuser? Yes, he is. And a liar and a hypocrite. Yeah, all those things. Yeah, she left him. And then this man got on the internet and said, my mom wanted to marry him. That's a lie. That's a lie.
How would you know? Once again, do you understand what I'm saying? Can't you just hear the brainwashing? I guarantee you 100%. Everything that she's saying came from her mom. And it came from apparently her sister's mother as well. Because that's who she said she was on the phone with, telling her parts of this story. Okay. Exactly. T6 says these are the things that her mom is telling her. Right. Because he called them Mama Smurf and Baby Smurf. Okay. So this is what I mean. She's regurgitating things. She doesn't know if her father didn't raise her in the house with her, as she claims, and which I believe he says that he wasn't around because he says that the mothers alienated him, which is probably true, right? Then you don't know what was going on either. So you're getting second, third hand information from women who are mad at him, women who now at this current stage don't like him, or they regret being with him, or whatever the case may have been. Okay.
Why would my mom want to marry somebody that put his fucking hands on her? This man is a fucking liar. And I can't stand him.
You can't stand him. But apparently you don't know him. You swear you don't know him. Now, we got another one. This one is a few slides. I'm probably not going to let all of them play or whatever, because this can be very, very long, drawn out. And I'm not here to go through each and every part of the clapbacks and so forth and so on. But I do need this to give more context to what this has been about and what I'm going to talk about in terms of this brainwashing that goes on.
Focus. I appreciate those of y'all who are standing, fighting for me. I appreciate the love, but we're going to let all the negativity cycle through. We're not feeding into it no more. Positive vibrations. We're in the new year. Black History Month just ended. This is Black March. Positive vibrations. That's all we're going to do. Everybody who want to throw this and throw that, and let them do it. I'm not worried about that. Let them do it. We're going to do what we got to do. You feel me? So everybody stay focused. Everybody stay blessed. And we're going to do what we need to do. We got to build, y'all. We got to build. Stay focused. Don't let the evil take us. If you with me, you with me. If you ain't, you ain't. I'm not begging nobody. If you with me, you with me. If you ain't, you ain't. The only thing good that's coming out of this unfortunate situation is everybody got to pick a side. Pick a side and stay on it. Please stay on your side. No more frenemies. I don't want no more frenemies. Either with me or you not. Let's do what we got to do. Black queens forever. Snow bunnies never. I need y'all to stay focused.
I wasn't there for my daughter. And she may expose me on one of these podcasts one day and say, Daddy, you're the reason I can't find good black love because you never validated me as a woman.
How long have you known Umar was your dad? All my life. I always knew that was my dad. I think a lot of people think that I just found this out. I knew that was my dad since birth. So this is nothing new. I've been new, y'all. And he always knew I was his daughter. Exactly. He keep bringing up child support. I don't give a fuck about child support. You was never there. Money means nothing to me. You was never there. And that's the point I was trying to make. But his return to whatever he want to hear. Yeah, I would hear him out. I'm supposed to be seeing him next Thursday, if that's still in effect. Because I sent him a message, an audio message, and I gave him a piece of my mind. So he's not going to like that, and I don't care. I'm not going to bite my tongue for nobody. You want to know exactly how the fuck I feel. You all over the
I wasn't there for my daughter.
internet running your mouth, so now I'm going to run mine. I don't think he loved me. If he loved me, he would never did that to me or my mom. So he could say whatever the hell he want. Actions speak louder than words, and y'all know that. Don't never let nobody sit up here and tell y'all one thing and do something completely different. Nope, I don't believe it.
She's angry. This is how you get hyenas. This is a prime example of how hyenas come to be. This is an example of how hyenas come to be. It get in their head. It's drilled into them small. If the father doesn't want to be there or he is driven away, either case, if the father is not there, regardless of whose fault it is, this is, whether it was a conscious decision from the man to simply walk away, or this was a process that the hyenas went through to alienate the father, to drive the father out, to make it extremely difficult for him to parent. This is how the hyena is solidified and made. This is how it's made. They get the hyenaism young from the other hyenas around them. This girl is angry, but it's the kind of anger that festers. This is the kind of anger that is fueled with delusion, so she's not going to hear anything to dispel it. She's angry and she wants to be angry. She's angry and she wants to be angry. Right now, she wants to be angry. She doesn't want She doesn't want him to make it better right now. She wants to take the anger out on him. It's like a little kid beating your chest. They got to get it out. Now, in these particular cases, it's not necessarily a healing process either, with getting it out and then healing after that. The reason why I say she is if she heals from this, it'll be just because she just become determined to do so. But what is going to hinder her healing process is actually the parents that she have. Her mother is an obvious hyena. Without us knowing this woman, her offspring tell us who she is. The second problem is that Dr. Umar is her father. He is a good talker, but he don't follow through. And that is going to hinder her healing. That's going to hinder it. Because she's not going to be able to get the answers out of him. She's not going, because he talks good but don't follow through, he can't redeem himself to her, which is actually what she would need. She would need him to redeem himself in her eyes, which she's young still, so he probably can do it. She's acting out like this because she wants that. She wants that. Whether or not she can be helped by it is a different conversation, but that's what she wants. So the fact that she has 2 hyenas for parents, this is a major setback. This is a major setback in her life. She may never recover from this. That depends on how deep the hyenaism is embedded at this point. Can she let it go? We don't know. A lot of hyenas carry this into old age. And you be trying to figure out, why did you not take a moment out to heal yourself and get over these traumas? And they'll be 50, 60, take that stuff to their grave, 70 years old, still talking about some stuff happened 50 years ago, 60 years ago to them that they mamas did and they daddies did and they never did get over it. And you know, it be their fault at that point. You see what I'm saying? You can only point the finger so long at the failures of your parents. Even if they failed you in a grand fashion, they could have failed you in a grand fashion. But at the same time, the excuse has to become a reason if you're going to heal. You can't use it as a crutch. You can acknowledge it. You can acknowledge it. You don't have to not acknowledge it. Even on the other end of the healing, you can acknowledge, no, they did fail me. I had to figure it out. But I did figure it out. I did not allow that setback to keep me from living and prospering and being healthy and having a healthy mindset and being healthy emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. You got to get over it. But the problem is, too many people allow it to fester, it become a part of their identity, and that's where the danger comes from. Because right now, she's even crafting an online identity surrounded by surrounded and predicated on her disdain for her father and hate from her father for her father, which was given to her by whatever limited experiences she had with him, coupled with, and more predominantly, the things that came from her mom. Okay? Y'all getting what up? Y'all picking up what I'm putting down here? So even now, speaking of clout chasing, she's clout chasing off of him because she didn't have to tell everybody that Dr. Umar was her dad. She could have did whatever TikTok she was doing and blah, 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 and never mention that. But she did because she knew that there would be, an influx of people nosy and want to hear it, and it was going to go viral and all that type of stuff.
And I damn sure don't love him. Second line, I do. But from a distance. Some people you got love from a distance.
You heard what she just said? You heard what she just said? She just validated. Now, I have not watched all these clips all the way through. She just validated what I just said. She said, I don't love him either. And then she said, psych, I do love him. She loved her dad. Now, whether or not she knows how to love him, we can see that she don't. She does not even know how to approach this situation. She's approaching it the way a hyena would. I gotta come out viciously. I gotta claw and bite and fight and scratch. I can't come soft because if I come soft, I'm gonna get hurt. It's a defense mechanism. She coping. You understand? I'm trying to illustrate because this is a perfect illustration of the making of a hyena. And it's unfortunate because it's a process that goes to this. They don't just spring up out of the ground. They coming out of these broken homes is where they're coming from. They coming out of these single mother homes. They coming out of these places. This is the boneyard. This is the same place lionesses are born, mind you. Mind you, this is the same place lionesses are born. Lionesses are also born in these very self-same conditions, under similar circumstances. Many of us are not born to these wonderful two-parent homes as probably perfect places. Most lions and lionesses come from this stuff. The lions and lionesses in my chat can vouch for that. If you had to come out of the boneyard, you was born in and realized, wait a minute, I'm in the boneyard. I got to try to figure this out because I am not going to be a statistic. I am not going to be, just another number, forgotten and falling through the cracks. I got to do something different. So she just said, I love my dad, but you got to love him from a distance. She's in protect mode. I don't want to be hurt by whatever it is that he say, because he could get her and break her down now. Because he daddy. No matter what face he's put to the public, no matter what face he's put to her mom and whatever else he done did with other women or anything like that, if he get that girl one-on-one, he daddy. And that's going to be the end all, be all. And ain't nothing nobody going to be able to say, because whatever we think about Dr. Umar and whether we think he's a charlatan, a fraud, he's a hotep, he's a this, he a daddy, a simp, whatever it is, the public perception of him, if she get one-on-one, that's her daddy. She gonna, if it happened like that, she gonna cry in his chest. She gonna cry in his chest. And you won't be able to blame her because that's her father. She didn't make him who he is. You understand? That's her father. That's her father. We ain't gotta like it. It's her dad. If he can be honest with her, whatever the true story is, whatever the truth is, and tell her this is what really happened, that girl gonna be a puddle of goo in that man's hand. Exactly.
Somebody said, Nana, you forgave him, build a relationship from scratch. I don't have to do that if I don't want to. If I want the relationship, I will get that. If not, I'm not going to. And I already said I don't want a relationship. I just want a conversation. I don't care about no damn relationship.
Which is another lie. Because if you don't want the relationship, what's the purpose of the conversation? No purpose to a conversation that's not going to go anywhere. If you don't want nothing from him, then we shouldn't be in the group chat. If you don't want nothing from him, we should not be in this group chat, beloved. But we are, because that's all she wants. All she wants is her dad.
It's not a child's job to mend a relationship they didn't break. Thank you. Internet, running your mouth. Does your mom hate him too? Of course you do. Because he put his fucking hands on her. What the fuck's wrong with him?
Okay. So this right here is an online post, okay, from Dr. Umar concerning this situation. I'm going to read it and then I'm going to go on a commercial break. But he says, so this question was posed. Dr. Umar, I'm sorry you have to go through this. Can you provide a little insight into what's going on? With your daughter right now? The answer, family, this is a money grab. Nothing more, nothing less. My daughter and I have been in contact with each other for several years now. She has reached out to me intermittently for the past 8 years or so since high school. My number has not changed in 20 years. This was done intentionally so that my children could always contact me no matter what. Each and every time that I have heard from my child, I've asked to see and spend time with her. She has never accepted my request for a meeting in all of these years. As soon as I mention wanting to see her, the conversation drops immediately until she decides to bless me with another random text message the following year. I often felt that I was being intentionally played with, but continued to press for the opportunity to meet her. She did once provide some insight when she texted, my mother doesn't want me communicating with you at all. Currently, she is being completely dishonest and acting like I haven't been trying to connect with her. Every time I've asked to see her, she will cut off the conversation. This has went on for nearly a decade. If you're able to text your father randomly when you feel like it, why couldn't you text him a graduation invitation or meet with him just once? Now, she's only 22. A decade ago, she was 12. Let me put that in context for you. She's 22. A decade ago, she was 12. She can't make an initiation to invite you nowhere. She can't agree to come see you nowhere. Her mother has full control of her and that situation, especially at 10, 11, 12 years old. You know what kind of trouble she gonna be in? Hey, it's been a long time since I seen you. How you doing? It's been years since I seen you in this chat. How you feeling, man? I hope that you doing okay. So she can't invite him nowhere and not be in trouble with her mama. She can't invite her daddy to her graduation and her mama said no at no 12, 13 years old. So her mother has been in her ear, in her head, as we thought, telling her this, telling her that, convincing her of this thing and that thing, and this is why you shouldn't talk to your daddy. They consciously and consistently drive that in your head. This way, she's in defiance of that long-standing order too. Because what can her mama really do now? So in a small way, she's also defying her mom. She's defying this. And I do believe that it get cut off, especially when she's, you know, adolescent, a high school girl. She could not figure out how to speak to him or be around him in a way that her mother doesn't know. Because whatever it is that she say, or whatever kind of conversation she had with her dad, is gonna bother her to the point she gonna say it to her mom, or he gonna tell her. Somehow it's gonna get back to her mama, and she knew that. You understand? So 10 years ago, she's 12. So we got to keep this in mind. This girl has not been 22 the whole time. She ain't been grown the whole time. This is not a 30-something, 40-something year old woman. This is a child and now a young lady. But I said I was going to go on a commercial break. So after these messages, we'll be right back, because I need all of you to go and pick up this wonderful body butter, as well as the rest of their personal care products, which are awesome. They are awesomely packaged and they are awesomely made. And so you're going to be very, very pleased with your purchase. I know that you will. The link is pinned to the top of the chat. ashkicking.com is where you want to go if you're trying to keep your skin looking and feeling its absolute best. If this is going to be your first order, please take advantage of the 10% discount using the promo code Crimson. Okay, once again, the link is pinned to the top of the chat, ashkicking.com. Oh, you guys are bam, 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 bam. You gotta hit the like button, bam, bam. You gotta All right, let me get these super chats. Thank you, HVAC said time to cook a simp tonight. Pretty much. Said his days are numbered because he called out black women his main base. Once that happens, your platform is history. So the Daily Wrap-Up crew deserves a big apology. Thank you, Mogul Maze, for your support, your continued support. I appreciate you. Thank you, Real Book said, don't you find that suspicious? Exactly. Thank you, HVAC said, chat, he actually has 3 baby mamas and 3 children. Lennon Honor broke this down. 3 irresponsible women, 1 irresponsible man. Lennon Honor, see, you know what? I ain't even gonna go. Lennon is crazy. Anyway. Thank you, Uncle Rick. Said, good evening, Lightbearer. Keep edifying. I appreciate you. Thank you again. So Dennis Sperling says, too late for her at this point. She's giving in to the dark side and wants to annihilate him. This is the same blood for vengeance I had for my dad. Therapy helped me from this. And thank you so much, Tutal, for your super sticker. I appreciate you. Okay, so, he already did that. That already happened. And you know, he probably was alienated. Both things true, I think. I think there's exaggeration on both sides, but I also think there's truth to both sides as well. You mean her interview with Dear Future Wifey? Yeah, it's a lot to unpack with that. I went with this one because I thought I could do this one in one take. Because that other one might be 2 takes. So we're gonna go back. Okay, so completing this thought. Just 24 to 48 hours prior to this money grab campaign of hers, I had posted several voiceover videos from various sisters on social media. I have never posted so many of them at once before. Additionally, I posted a screenshot of my monthly Instagram views, which is around 18 million monthly. My daughter, seeing all of the free publicity these women were receiving, seized upon the opportunity to help herself to some free promotion as well through a slander campaign against her father for views and money. If this situation is about getting some answers, why are you bragging about all the views your slander videos are getting? And why are you telling people they have to pay you $5,000 for an interview. Now, that part I actually believe. And it's unfortunate. It's actually really unfortunate. So he kind of goes on a long thing. I'm not going to keep on. Then she started trying to reach out for Sukihana. Sukihana ain't got nothing to do with this girl. Sukihana. Now, this is the one that was really key for me. This was key for me here.
This is what my dad responded to me. Good evening, princess. Although I am very disappointed in your online behavior, I want to have lunch with you and your mother next Thursday or Friday. Please have her text me the day, time, and location for our meeting. You deserve to hear all of the truth from us together. We have much to discuss. I look forward to building the relationship with you that she never allowed us to have. With love, your father. So you decide to reach out to me because I outed you. You have...
That is nothing. That response right there is full-blown hyena. You understand? That response right there is full-blown hyenaism. He sent the message true to what he just stated in the last couple of slides, how he always says to meet up with him. And then they never do. And so now that she can't use her mom as the scapegoat for never doing it, now she's going to pull a very common hyena tactic, is to get mad at the solution. Listen, let me tell you something. This is how you know when people want to heal and when they don't. When people are ready to heal, they don't get mad at the solutions. Even if the solution is difficult, they will try to get their mind around it and figure it out because they want answers. They want the closure, or they want whatever it is that they want. When you don't want the solutions because the problem is more lucrative, the victimhood is better, the whatever position that you're in is more comfortable for you for whatever reason, you scoff at the solution. So this is a popular hyena tactic, to now get mad when a potential solution is even brought up, because with him and her mom together, a lot of lies can't be told. And if they are told, then it's like it become exposed almost immediately. Okay. But her response tells us that she likes this position better. The victimhood. She wants folks on her side. But look at the comments. So after a certain age, the child's whole identity is rooted in hate against the father. Okay? Stockholm syndrome is what these kids suffer from. No matter what the mother did, it will always be the father's fault. The mother will always get the grace that the father never does. Okay? Right? Somebody else said, hey, little girl, do you or do you not want a relationship with him? All this extra BS is not necessary. After all, he was somewhere minding his business. Somebody said, so you going or not?
All this time, you had all these chances to reach out to your daughter, but because I outed you on social media, now you want to sit down for lunch? You're a fraud. You're a hypocrite. You are everything that you say that you aren't. And you got on live responding to me, talking about some struggle stream, talking about some, oh, I'm known in North Philly. If y'all needed to find me, y'all could have found me. Why the what do I have to find you for, sir? When you're my dad. Right? Like, now you want to have a talk because I outed you. Hold Black men accountable. Hold them accountable. Yo,
If we don't know that's her daddy by now, if we don't know that's her daddy, the eye bucking and the repeating, and she looked like him, it's definitely fear. I'm gonna get into a couple of different things, Ray, as well, but it's definitely fear. And a little bit of this.
Pull-up season. So let me say this about the baby mama drama. There is a silver lining in this Mama Smurf, Baby Smurf scandal. There's a little piece of silver lining.
Listen when I say, listen to me. And I can roast you. I can roast you, baby. But Tariq, I don't know where Tariq from. Where Tariq from? Because Tariq, I ain't never seen nobody go to the length that he go to roast and troll. Them puppets, baby, them puppets. Do you understand me? I'm a descendant. Okay. You talking about having you in the floor. In the floor with them puppets. All of them. The owl, all of them. All of them. You understand me? That I don't know where he got that roasting from, but his roasting is top tier. I don't care whatever you want to say about Tariq. I don't care. But that roasting is top-notch roasting. He has top-notch roasting. He gonna have you in the floor. He gonna have you in the floor. And I'm a old school Chicago roaster. And we will bury you with it. But when I heard his roast, I was like, see, you got to stay on his good side because he going to start roasting. He going to roast you. I'm sorry. I had to go off on that tangent real quick. Because he'll sit there and roast you with a straight face. And that's when you know you're doing peak roasting. When you're not laughing, that's peak roasting right there. Okay.
In this Mama Smurf, Baby Smurf scandal, and the little piece of silver lining, Amsterdam Africans send the invite. And that little piece of silver lining in the Mama Smurf, Baby Smurf dishonesty tour, dishonesty and revenge tour, the Mama Smurf, Baby Smurf dishonesty and revenge tour, the only silver lining about it is y'all making me go after my baby girl 50 times harder. Y'all making me go after my baby girl 50 times harder. So I done already sent the message to baby mama number 2, Miss Vegan. Baby mama number 2, Miss Vegan. Baby mama number 2, Miss Vegan. You have 2 weeks to produce my child who you've been keeping from me while I've been paying child support. Just like baby mom number 1. It's deja vu. It's deja vu. Collecting my child support, denying me my child. Collecting my child support, denying me my child. Collecting my child support, denying me my child. So baby mama number 2, we talking to Miss Vegan right now. We ain't talking about Mama Smurf. She old news. She old crusty news. We talking about Mrs. Vegan right
Now, y'all say he from Alabama. That tracks that he would be from the South. because so many of our parents growing up in Chicago was from the South. A lot of Gen X parents came from Tennessee, Mississippi, and Alabama. So it would track that he's from the South with that roasting. This whole saga, she ends up going on Tommy Sotomayor show. And you know she clout chasing anytime she go on Tommy show, because who goes on Tommy show? And I don't even know if she knew who Tommy was before she went over there. He was not the one to get smart with, because Tommy like arguing. Tommy a hyena too. He like arguing with them hyenas. He'll cuss a hyena from up one side and down the other and laugh about it and then carry on. So who willingly calls into Tommy's show? You know you're going to get cussed out, right? You're going to get cussed out. I think it was it your video? Didn't you do the video about Tommy? I think it was you. He actually had the best video to cover it. Tommy don't care. Tommy been doing this for a long time. Tommy do not care. Tommy do not care about doing it because that's not a child. She's 22. She grown. She was grown enough to call in and start playing. So you grown enough to get cussed out. Now, we ain't got to like that Tommy does that. And we can say it's distasteful, but Tommy been distasteful. If you just want to put it that way, Tommy been distasteful. His whole brand is kind of built on that. The fact that he'll get disrespectful and cuss you out and call y'all kind of names and roast you and all. That is like a part of his brand. That's why he ain't on YouTube no more. Channel got took down. They used to strike his channels all the time and this and that. Tommy was big at one point. Very big on YouTube. Yes, he did it to her. He'll mute you up, cuss you out, then he'll bring it down and quote unquote act like he gonna talk respectfully. Then he'll tell you gotta act right when he unmute you down so y'all can, just have a respectful conversation. Because you ain't supposed to feel a way about being cussed out. But that the stupid part is if he unmute you and you talk regular, he will talk regular to you. That's the stupid part. So I'm saying that, Tommy is a hyena. Tommy will probably, if he understood the analogy, he would probably be a self-professed hyena. Be like, yeah, that's pretty much me. That's pretty much me. So it's definitely a clout chase. It's definitely a money grab. Dr. Umar was not lying about that. She is doing a clout chase. I'm not necessarily saying he fell off, but he's not on YouTube anymore. So anybody who is looking for Tommy, his big channel on YouTube, probably not going to find it. He may have a channel here, I'm not sure, but his YouTube is not as big as it used to be. Now, if he's on, because I know he tried to go to Twitch at one point, Twitch got him out of there. So wherever he's at is wherever he's at. I'm not super concerned about it, but his YouTube presence is not the way it used to be a few years back. Now they done let Bang back on here. People asking me that I see an interview. I don't see anything that Bang do. I don't see anything that the Iron Bang do. So no, her stuff do not come up on my algorithm at all. They do. It's the only kind of stuff they respect. That's the only language they understand is being cussed flat out, and then they can't do nothing about it. Because he'd cuss you out, or he do say facts about how you acting. So it's petty on the one end, but on the other end, he is spitting facts about you. So that's what be shutting him up, because he don't be lying. He don't be lying about him. I used to listen to Tommy Heavy back in the day before he got more rambunctious and more like sensational. When he first came out, and his channel was very calm. He was very sensible. He was talking more so about fathers' rights, you know what I'm saying, the child support system, the family courts, and things of that nature. I was listening to him heavy at that point. I don't really got no thoughts on Rashida and Kirk. She's staying with her husband, and I lied. Here's my thought. Rashida needs to stop arguing at Kirk and let Kirk have one or two other wives. That is what she needs to do. She's not going anywhere. She acts hurt. She's not really. She has come to accept that Kirk is going to have other women. He's got 2 other kids by another woman and other kids. Okay. And Rashida has not once left him. So Rashida needs to get over herself, is what Rashida needs to do. If you're not going to leave, and y'all got all kind of businesses, and not only is her investment, she's in love with Kirk. She love that man. Because she'll cake up with him and boo up with him. See, it's beyond, it's not, if it was just black and white for her, she would go do her own thing too. And be like blatant with it. But she not. She love Kirk. They making a bag on this reality show. They've been doing that for a minute. The other, you know what I'm saying, ventures and investments and businesses they got, she's not leaving that man. They got an empire together. She loved Kirk, and she needs to get over it. He has had other women for years. Years. This is not one-off or one situation. Years. Kirk gonna do what Kirk gonna do. He don't want to hide it. She needs to stop arguing at him about stuff that she not gonna leave for, that he not gonna change. She need to chalk it up. Those are my thoughts. She need to chalk it up. It wasn't a deal breaker then. It's not a deal breaker now. It never will be. She needs to smile and get glad, because she has been talking to that Jasmine girl and doing all and caking up with her, and you know, and then she gets mad that he want to be with her. He want to be with her. Jasmine should be his second wife. He got like 2 kids with her. You talk to the girl, she be all over the house. You be with the kid too, because that's your kid's brother and sister. Rashida, please. Thank you, and said Bang paid her $1K to come on the show. Wow. Thank you, Passport says she cemented psychologically in her 4-year-old self. HVAC said Tariq from my hood, West End, Birmingham, Alabama. And thank you, Common Man said Crimson Cure, pull up Frederick Douglass's first wife, Anna Murray Douglas. It's scary. His daughter looks just like her. Put the pictures side by side. It's amazing. Anna Murray. Let me see. Okay, I could kind of see that. This is what I can kind of see that. Hold on. Can y'all see this? The eyes, I guess. But thank you. I appreciate you. All right. We're going to get on up out of here. I just wanted to finally cover this once there was more information and I could put together some coherent things about it. Thank you for tuning in. Jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your hostess, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.